Hey, comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring you that all important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comic books to buy. And today, fans, we're talking about DC Comics Batman Endgame Part 2. That's right, fans. In the last issue, you get to see the Justice League all jokerized up and going against Batman, and Batman's coming up with all these contingencies to stop the Justice League. And by the end of the last issue, we get to see him go against Superman. And he's in this suit designed to stop Joker Superman. Or actually, it was only Superman, but wasn't prepared to stop a Joker Superman. So, really cool cover here. One of the best covers I've seen of the week. You can see it's just all gray, and it's got the Joker smile, red eyes, blood from the hands. God, you gotta give you hats off here to Capullo with the great artwork on the cover. Artwork inside is just as good as it usually is when it comes to Greg Capullo's artwork. There's nothing better than seeing a Batman book with his artwork in it, because it's always so well done. Here's some great pages here, nice paneling. I get to see the little scenes in there with Superman flying Batman into the sky. It just seemed like a really movie-like scene throughout the beginning of this actual comic book. Very, very interesting. Scott Snyder, by now, obviously, you guys know he writes the book. And so what did this book have to offer? Well, like I said, it picks up on the last issue, and we get to see Batman in this armor doing battle against this Jokerized Superman. And I love the lettering in this book, just because when Joker speaks, you get to see how the words are a little eerie and crooked and whatnot. And the letters are done by Steve Wands. And I said this in Death of the Family as well, when he did this, when Joker was in it, because you can kind of get a glimpse of how the Joker speaks. So it's that eerie speak, and just he kind of repeats a little bit of what Batman says, and it's just creepy. But yeah, you get to see this cool battle that erupts between the two, and it goes through probably about halfway through the issue. So if you're looking for the story aspect of this issue, well, it doesn't happen until the second half. Until that point, though, you're just granted with Greg Capullo's wonderful artwork. So great stuff that happens in that battle scene. And you can see, though, Batman is so smart that he really, really is prepared for all contingencies against the battle of a Justice League member. And it was awesome here. So as the issue progresses, you wind up finding out that we know that the Joker's back at this point, and pretty much through the mid part of this issue, you get to see Bruce interact with Julia here and giving her the heads up of what the Joker's about, where kind of like what his encounter was on the last time. And then we get to see Batman visit Arkham Asylum after its collapse from Batman Eternal. And we get to see that the doctor comes in here, and his name is Mr. Border. And he's the one that's been there over at Arkham Manor, I guess, taking care of the patients. But not all is what it seems. We find out that this particular doctor winds up being the Joker. And the Joker makes his reappearance after, I think it's, over a year now? So, yeah, really cool stuff. He's back. He's not wearing the mask anymore. He has his face somewhat back to the way it was. And the one thing that kind of got me here is, how does he have his old face? Because we know that the Joker's daughter is the one that picked up that mask at the bottom of the cliff or whatever it was, and she's been wearing it ever since. So how does he have flesh on with him? I don't quite understand that part. So if you guys want to fill me in that, if I missed something, please let me know, because I don't quite understand it there. So throughout the issue, you get to see towards the end again what Joker's plan is going to be and how he's, how he has these phases, how he's going to release this gas, and he kind of likes Batman in the jail cell. And then you get this secondary story here that has to do with this I guess this type of female where it was kind of weird. It was just this Joker that made them all into machines or whatnot. I kind of didn't quite understand what was going on here, but it was a kind of a weird tale. Joker takes off his face and is a robot, and he makes all the other people into robots as well. So I wasn't quite sure of what was going on there, but obviously that story is not needed to make the issue the way it was. I'm happy they brought that price point down to $3.99. That's hats off to Scott Snyder there for really pushing his product for the right price, because people just want to read their comics, even if it might be sacrificing that backup story. I really, I don't want to pay $4.99 for a regular issue and then for some random backup story. So, but overall, this was a solid issue. I love the action, kind of wrapping up the whole thing with the Justice League on how Batman was battling Superman. It was real action heavy in the beginning, and then the story starts to progress here in the middle of this second part. So, and it's cool to see the Joker back. He's just evil and witty, and when he talks, he's got that. I can see that eerie voice, by seeing that lettering in there. So, really great stuff here. Really enjoyed the issue. I'm going to give this one a solid 4 out of 5. Still waiting to see what's going to happen here. I'm kind of confused about the whole masks thing, and I wasn't keen on the whole backup story. So that's why I'm giving this one a 4 out of 5. But otherwise, though, still real solid story here and great artwork, as always, by Greg Capullo. So, guys, there is my review for Batman Endgame Part 2. And as always, fans, thank you for watching a Comic Book Corner 2.0. And until the next comic book review, hopefully you guys check out my group channel, Comic Frontline. So guys, until then, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Thanks for watching, guys.